Now let us discuss about what is meant by Python programming. Before that, we need to know about what is meant by Python. So what is said to be a Python? Python is a high level language. Why it is said to be a high level language? So high level language in the sense we can perform all the operations by using this Python language. So what about the coding part? Well, we'll see it in the next class. So first we'll start with what is the high level, low level and then machine level language. Before that we need to know about all these three. So what is said to be a low level language? Any idea? So low level language means we can perform only the limited operations. So that is said to be the low level language. We cannot implement more number of coding part or more number of implementation in that language like COBOL. So you would have heard all these names. What about the machine language? So it will convert all the languages like the coding part into zeros and ones. It is said to be as machine level language. So first we have seen about what is low level language, and then second now we are discussing about what is machine level language. As I have mentioned, Python is a high level language. So while comparing with this low level and machine level language, why it is said to be a high level language? The coding plays a vital role. So here we can implement the low level language and machine level language by using zeros and ones. So that is the main thing. Whereas in high level language we use a communicative words like print, declaration part, header, all these implementations we will be using in high level language. High level language. So here in order to run the code, what is so important is we need to know about what is compiler as well as interpreter. So what is said to be compiler? The compiler compiles a whole program and then it will give the output. What about the interpreter? So the word interpret means once I am talking, you are understanding. So that plays the interpreting. The language plays the interpreter role. So what is said to be an interpreter? Line by line, the code will be executed, and if there is any error in it, it will show that this particular line is executed with some error. So you need to correct that. So that is said to be as interpreter. So can you understand what is an compiler and an interpreter language? Here in high level language, the Python plays the role of interpreter. So what is the importance of interpreter? Since it executes a single line code and it will give the output, so we can easily identify the errors and we can rectify it. So that is said to be as interpreter. I hope you are clear with what is low level language, what is machine level language and what is high level language. Since Python is said to be a high level language, we are going to discuss about how Python plays a vital role in this machine learning as well as in artificial intelligence part. Why we are talking about this artificial intelligence and machine learning here is since these code plays a major role in execution of these steps. Have you heard about what is meant by algorithms and flowcharts? Is there any idea about it? So these algorithms, flowcharts and pseudocode plays a major role like. So algorithm, it gives a simple by communicating in normal English. By communicating in normal English, we can implement this algorithm. What about flowchart? It is a visual representation. And then what about pseudocode? It is a simpler form of code that is said to be a pseudocode. So here the algorithm, flowchart and pseudocode plays a major role. Algorithm, the communicative language, flowchart, visualization part and pseudocode is a basic level of code. In algorithm, we use nearly 4 level of steps like statement, state, then control or conditional statements, and the last one is iterations. So the statement, state, control statements and iterations follow major things like the statement, it uses a communicative language like English is the communicative language we are using. Here we use the main thing is step by step notation. So what is step by step? Step by step notation in the sense we will be arranging like step 1, step 2. For what these steps we need to use? First, the problem statement is given. We need to analyze what is it. We need to find out the logic of the program, and then we need to apply in this algorithm. So that is a basic thing that we need to follow for all the programs. Okay, it is not only for Python. I am telling for all other C, C++ or Java, we need to understand the logic of the program first, and then only we can go for the implementation. So before directly writing a code, what all the steps we need is all these three: algorithm, flowchart, and then pseudocode. So here the statement, state, control, and the statements iterations I have mentioned already. So statement gives step-by-step execution by using normal communicative language like English. State, the statement what we are framing is said to be the state. So for example, let us take to find out a number whether it is an even number or odd number, or it is a positive number or negative number. Okay, we'll catch up with the second one, whether the number is positive or not. That is the question given to you. You need to write a code for that. So first, how you need to analyze that? First thing is, the question is whether the given number is positive or negative. So what you should do here, you need to understand the question first. If any number is given, maybe 34 or minus 35 or anything it may be, starting from plus infinity till minus infinity, the number varies from plus to minus. So here the 34 and minus 35 is there. The positive number, once if you are giving like 34 as an input, it should say as the number what you have given is a positive number. If it is a negative number, it should tell like it is a negative number. So that is the concept of the given question. Here we need to understand like if we are, otherwise what it will be, the number you are given is 0. Okay, so here the logic applied is any number which is greater than 0, it is said to be positive. Yes or no? Yes. So any number is greater than 0, it is said to be positive. If any number is less than 0, so what it will be? It is said to be as negative number. Can you understand the logic? So we need to write an algorithm, you need to draw a flowchart, and you need to write a pseudocode for it. Once you are clear with all these three steps, we can move to the programming part, like how to implement that program in Python. First, what will be the step that you need to write in an algorithm? First thing, you need to start the program. So how you will start the program? By understanding this logic, you need to start the program. So the first simple thing is step 1. Step 1, start the program. And obviously what you have, once you are starting, you should have an end. So here you will be writing the last step as stop the program. So start the program, and in the second step, so you need to give a variable for it. So first of all, you need to know about what is a variable. So what is it to be a variable? We all have a name, right? By this unique identity only we will be identified. Once I am calling your name or her name, so you people will be standing and you will be answering that particular answer. So here what we are doing is, we are giving a variable as a name. So what is it to be a variable? A equal to 10,